December 26th, 11:09 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lumpy, number 2.
Edward, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon! Oops. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo.
True.
Was that you in the boat?
Yes, it was me.
What?
But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him.
Then who did?
I don't know.
You don't know? Weren't you right there?
I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself.
You mean it was a suicide?
That's the only explanation I can come up with.
How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya!
Oh, what?
Any progress with Mia?
Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not even be here.
Well, actually, you don't know law. You don't have any trial experience or techniques. You smell bad. You're pretty useless, but I can't say that.
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to say anything. Your face said it for you.
Whoops. No, of course. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Nick. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits.
Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky, lady. What?
Phoenix gets the lucky lady.
But you never know when my luck is going to run out.
Really?
Whoa! Right! Don't jinx this case already more than it is. It's bad for my heart.
Sorry. Whoops.
Court is back in session. Mr. Von Kammer, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Slaughterheart take the stand? Slaughterheart, are you a research student at the university?
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw on the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Your testimony, please.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard the bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. She's lying. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat.
Enough!
Huh?
Judge! She happened to take the photo of the incident. This is the photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately! As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I will have order! Well, Judge. The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, the court finds the defendant.
Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question could there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words and they'll all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick! Contempt!
Contempt of court, you know?
I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in their testimony?
I think I noticed one little thing.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take them on!
Yeah, I get a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day!
Huh? Yeah. Well, yes.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really? I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. Wait, did he not want me to press everything?
Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement?
Oh, not sure that I follow.
It's clearly contradicts.
It does contradict.
I thought.
You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright. Objection overruled.
Annoying testimony because I make the exact same mistake every single time I play this case.
I don't think that won me with the judge.
Fired 3 times. So she only heard 2 bangs, but it was fired 3 times. Maybe that's what it was.
Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? So you weren't looking at the lake at the time?
Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
Could you clearly see the 2 men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you.
Uh-oh. Wait a second! I wasn't asking you about this photo. I was asking you if you saw the 2 men.
Yeah. Well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Why were you camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What research? This all sounds suspicious. Didn't we already talk to her about that? Outside the trail, I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research?
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
Wait, now I'm the one who says that.
Well, then say it already.
Objection sustained.
Please for nothing, Your Honor.
I don't think I pressed that, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so press all of this.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, as sure as a country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake? Almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Mr. Wright. The witness has answered this question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what,
Sustained!
yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But Your Honor!
You keep your promise.
Mr. Wright! I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in a contempt of court.
And if that happens, you have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick! Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean, but I can't say anything. What can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take a stand. Who was that?
It was me!
Maya!
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? Because I know I do.
No, I do not! Lotta Hart! Your testimony stinks! It's unclear whether you are actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth! This is a matter of life or death! Lotta! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down! The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me!
What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I swear it, I saw Edgeworth.
Enough! Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No! No!
Wait!
to her voice.
That's when she gets really mad. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong!
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have the right to cross-examine her again.
Order! 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 Order!
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma. I can't.
What?
Miss Lana Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Put Maya Fey in prison. You will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick! I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Maya!
Peh! I don't care for this melodrama. Listen, well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witness.
I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
What? That's it? I don't know if I can find anything in that. I can't squander Maya's effort either. I'm just in the picture. Unless you're supposed to press her person.
I don't know. Well, pressing can't hurt anything.
Well, what do you mean the other man?
What? What do you mean by that? You cannot expect the allowed. You cannot be expected to be allowed to
Von Karma's completely baffled.
completely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Find it! If you can.
Mr. Wright,
I have to assign you a penalty.
Is it to avert? No! That's it! Uh-oh, I don't know.
If you're ever nervous that you're about to get game over, you can always save.
I still have one life, so we're good.
Got you! Got you, Miss Hart, finally!
What? You got what?
Look at this photograph! Look at this photograph!
The photo I took?
The very same! There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So,
This picture was taken with a professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men in the boat.
Technically, your eyes would be better at seeing the boat than the camera.
What if it's a high quality production camera?
I don't even think then. At night and fog, the lens will get all fogged up.
Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth? How?
What?
Mr. Wright!
That's the point.
That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please!
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart,
Why?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it! I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony.
You're right. It was a cold night, and the fog was thick as grits. So, once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard the noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
You used binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. Should probably save now.
Now I got nervous.
I see, I still got 2 eyes. I'm good. All you need is one. Am I gonna get yelled at for pressing again?
So, how could you see Edgeworth?
Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a guy where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nerd.
Nobody loves me. Your camera?
Yeah, it's got an automatic.
The issue you're concerned with here, Miss Wright, or Miss Hart, seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with it at all.
It's an automatic something. I just can't remember what it is.
Objection sustained.
She's not letting her answer any of my questions. Binoculars?
That was what
Yeah,
she said.
binoculars.
Yesterday you mentioned that you were looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, Is the camera really relevant to the case? If you believe it is, you may continue with your line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
You always press further.
This is a make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It's the most important thing of the case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Well, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well, Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Ah, yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Just moves on and presses something else.
Present. I don't understand. I don't know if I'm ready to risk that, but I don't understand. Why would she have it facing the lake? How do you say it?
Plus.
Oh, goodbyes. Goodbye, Edgeworth. Goodbye. Going to prison, Edgeworth. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie!
Says who?
I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake! You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart.
What is your spit take?
Mr. Wright! What are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photographing shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well. What exactly was she photographing?
Your Honor, take a look at this.
What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Huh?
Attorney's badge.
The monster.
Miss Hart, this is what you are trying to photograph.
What is this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake.
Well, Miss Hart,
I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
I don't have proof, but I have proof.
I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. Ain't no joking around this time. What is the proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy the lake monster?
It's set up to detect loud noises. Must be that.
The proof is Miss Hart is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had to set up your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order! Order! Okay. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
Huh?
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly! What you just used several precious minutes of your time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist!
Hey!
But as she so beautifully said, so what? It changes nothing!
Not true! You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it! What could it have been? Maybe Gordy shot the defendant or whatever.
Victim. Victim's the word you're looking for.
Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart,
I think I know where it's going.
why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
I think she is hiding it because she shot him. Because she had a gun ready to kill monster Gordy. And she thought it was Gordy popping out and she shot him in the head.
I'm still thinking Gordy shot.
That's possible too. Or
And
maybe,
she covered it up because she doesn't want anyone to kill
maybe
Gordy.
he was Gordy.
She loves Gordy.
He wants Gordy.
Yeah, maybe the guy in the boat was Gordy.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Mr. Wright.
You may begin your cross-examination of the witness.
Witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
I claim the defense is right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma is up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, so you must have found something in mind.
That would be a first.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with your testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. Should have said she had scandal this time. What? If that means anything.
I'm just why is it always more than one bullet?
At least this testifying theme is a jam.
Huh?
At least this testifying theme is a jam.
If you say so.
Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper sound than I would have expected.
There wasn't much else to look at.
Yep.
I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Doherty was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm talking here.
What do I have that could possibly do it?
Maybe the article.
My question is, should I load or just go again? I'm gonna present it here. Well, let's see what the game over looks like.
Your Honor, that contradicts this statement. This.
It does. I don't see anything contradictory.
Really?
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide if the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear, and I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately and be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. Court is adjourned.
That's how it ends.